going on, guys? It's your boy F34 Stunner coming back with the next one. I've been missing for a long time, probably like for about a year, because it's December again, and last year is when we put the Supercharger on. I had it on for about a month or two. Y'all already know the story where I messed it up, but got something for y'all right now. So the surprise is I'm pregnant.
What?
With the charger, we back. Same supercharger, we got it upgraded by our boy in the UK. He's called Dave. Hit him up, UK Supercharger Repairs. I'll put a link in the description or something. We upgraded it with a T4 impeller, so we should be able to produce more boost. It's spinning freely again, no more locked up. And yeah. Alright, so this time is going to be a 100% as best as I could detailed install video. So for any guys who have supercharger kit and they get lost with certain parts because there's not much information online, this is going to be that video. This is the one. Let's get into it. Alright, so this is a full overview of the kit. My kit was a used kit, so you know, some things may look different from the brand new ones, like for example my charge pipe. But anyway, so this is the supercharger here. This is some of the mounting hardware. This is one of the pipes coming off of the charger, like from right here. I'll show you when we're putting it on. This is the intercooler. That's the charge pipe going to the throttle body, the stock blow-off valve, a few couplings. This is the oil cooler, and I got some clear lines so I could see the oil flowing. This is the oil reservoir for the supercharger. This is the blow-off that I'll be putting on eventually. Supercharger traction fluid. This is the intake that goes right here on the impeller. And this is our belt. And yeah, gonna start putting these stuff on. Alright, so before we get started with the installation and removing of stuff, just want to let you guys know 3 tips I probably say is always have somebody to help you. 2 hands are better than, 4 hands are better than 2. You know what I mean, 4 eyes, all that other stuff. So have somebody to help you. Gotta have a good cameraman behind the camera. And then, yeah. Alright, so first step here is to remove the bumper. I'm not gonna get detailed on this because, you know, there's 1,000 videos on YouTube on how to remove your bumper. And as a car person, by the time you're putting on a supercharger kit, you probably should already know how to remove your bumper. Alright, so yeah, mine is kind of quick to remove. Alright, so just for everybody that was ever curious, so this right here, this hole in my bumper, it goes to this pipe, straight up to my skunk intake, and straight to the throttle body. So that's how I had the velocity stack all this time. Alright, first step, we go ahead and just remove our intake. So unplug them off, right here. Loose it from the throttle body. Take it off. Skunky. Alright, so to mount the intercooler, you put it like kind of behind the bumper bar or the crash bar. And then these 2 brackets right here, you simply just like hang it onto it in a way. Mine is kind of bent, so it's a little more tough for me, but you guys should have an easier time. But yeah, so this side, like how it just hangs here, and then this is when I'll bolt it down, so it's literally just a clamp thing. All right, so intercooler bolted, firm as hell.
Firmly grasp it.
All right, so next step, we're gonna move the radiator support. Once again, you guys could probably search up a video on how to do this, but it's a bolt here, bolt in the back. Then it's bolt here, bolt in the back. So, by the way, as you guys can see, the Kraftwerks intake manifold is already installed, as well as the 4-bar map sensor. But I mean, like I said, there's YouTube videos on how to install RBCs. It's the same process. So right now we just unbolted the radiator support. You could go ahead and just rest it right there for now. Alright, so the next step is to remove the fan right here to give us more space to run the pipe down to the intercooler. So that'll be done by 2 bolts right there to the top, and then it just lifts out. Alright, so next thing we're gonna do is put the charge pipe on. You guys' one might come in like a 2-piece set, something like this one. But like I said, I had to get one custom made. This is a 2.5-inch one. The regular one is usually 2-inch. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just literally feed it up through the whatever that area is called. And it sits perfect. And then yeah, that's when we're gonna put the couplings on to go to the throttle body, and then right here to the intercooler. Alright, so first it'd be easier to put the coupling on the pipe, and then make sure you have your clamp behind it. Put the other clamp on, and then go ahead and put it on the intercooler. Alright, good. Now we're just gonna go clamp it here and clamp it here. Alright, at this point, this is the pipe that's gonna be coming off of the charger and go into the intercooler. So this is usually a very, very tight fit. So honestly, this might take you a while. The only thing I can tell you is just keep on trying, but you know, you just feed it right down here. This is supposed to be relocated, but I don't have that part in my kit, so I just made it work. But you feed this down here, and you gotta like snake it. Snake it out past the AC line, which is the difficult part. Alright, so we got the charge pipe on. This right here is the oil cooler. It just has these two simple inserts that you literally just put it on the condenser. You could have it, you could slide it wherever you want it to go. I mean, I'll just try to put my own in the middle, like around, let's see, so probably put it like around right here. Alright, then you just get your 10mm, tighten, and tighten, and just like that is firm. Alright, so remember that extra pair of hands I said the other one deck? We got them. This is Ted. I just loosed the belt, so you guys can search about it on YouTube. Took the belt off and now removing the idle tensioner. Alright, next we took the tension out and we're going to replace it with this. Alright, about to go install my math nozzle inside the charge pipe.
You know what you're doing, but
Barely. Put this right in there. Alright, you're using some VP Racing Speed Sauce meth. Hopefully they sponsor me. It's purple, I'm purple. But yeah, my meth kit is in the trunk. I have it unplugged for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour some in there. It's that good stuff right there. Alright, so I just want to test the meth out to make sure like the line is still free and nothing's in it. So I'm just gonna push some of the meth out the front. Alright, so we're gonna just put the meth nozzle in there in the safe lock. Now it's trying to come out, you have to push it for it to come out. So yeah. Oh, if anybody wondering where my battery is, it's in my trunk. Alright, so this is the vacuum hose going from the boost gauge. From the boost gauge to the vacuum port on the intake manifold. Then you're gonna carry one from the T-fitting and go down to the blow off. Alright, so you have to catch this bolt under here. It's really hard to see, but it's a bolt that goes right there. Alright, so here's the update, guys. We got the belt on. All the brackets on. We got the tensioner part on and everything. It's been really exhausting, so my mind is kind of fried. But so now we're gonna just put on the oil cooler and the oil cooler lines. Well, the oil cooler is already on. We're gonna put on the lines and we should be able to start up shortly. Alright, this is the bracket, or like the retainer that's going to hold the oil cooler reservoir, and I'm just going to put it through this and put it right on the frame, and that's where I usually have my own sitting. There's other places you could put it, but that's where I like to put my own, so I can just come and check it right there. Alright, so this is the bottom of the oil cooler reservoir. These are the two crush washers that you're going to put on, one on the bottom, one on the top. This part is very important in the install. This is the part that cost me thousands of dollars. I had to get it repaired. So I'm just going to show you how to mount it on, and I'll show you how to route the lines. So we just torque it down. We could torque it to spec, and the bombers we don't torque anything to spec, we just, and then call it that.
A little bit ghetto, you know.
Alright, so from the bottom of the oil reservoir, from the bottom of it, you're going to put it through the magnetic filter. Alright, so now we coming from the top of the oil reservoir through this little passageway, and I'm going to cut this one and put this one right here on the oil cooler. Alright, so once again, this is the line that goes to the bottom into the magnetic filter, out the magnetic filter, and on the inlet part of the supercharger. And then this is the one that goes from the top into the oil cooler, and now we're going to go out the oil cooler on the outlet of the supercharger. That works. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't zero off at atmospheric. You have to add it on top.
Yeah, because if I put it on 0, it automatically sprays. What's going on, guys? All right, so this is the end of the video right here. I appreciate everybody for watching. I hope you guys, keep on visiting the channel. So see you guys next time. Check the TikTok and the IG for updates.